Way up high in the Sierra Peaks where the yellow pines grow tall, Buster Jiggs and Sandy Bob had a roundup camp last fall. They takes their horses and their running irons and, hell, maybe a dog or two. Why, they swore they'd brand every long-eared calf that came within their view. Now, many a long-eared doggy that didn't hiss up by day had his long ears whittled and his old hide scorched in the most artistic way. Well, one fine day, says Sandy Bob as he throws his seagulls down, "Well, I'm tired of this cowboyography. Fellows, I'll go to town." So he saddles up and they took off at a lope. There was no choice of a ride, for them were the days when an old cowpoke could oil up his old insides. So they started out at the Kentucky bar at the head of Whiskey Row. And then they winds her up at the Depot House some 40 drinks below. Then they sets him up, they turns him around, and why, they goes her the other way. Tell you the honest to goodness truth, you guessed it, boys got drunk that day. Now, as they were headed back for camp and packing a pretty good load, well, why, who should they meet but the devil himself, prancing down the road. And the devil says, "Why, you cowboy skunks, you'd better hunt your holes, for I've come up through these hell rim rocks to gather up your souls." Says Buster Jiggs, "Well, we're just from town and feeling kind of tight. Hey, you ain't gonna get no cowboy shows without some kind of a fight." So he punched a hole in his old fur rope and he slings her straight and true. And he ropes the devil around the horns and he takes his dallies too. Now, Sandy Bob was a riata man, with his rope all coiled up neat, but he shakes it out and he builds him a loop. And he ropes the devil's hind feet. Then they stretched him out on the desert ground, and while the irons were getting hot, why, they cropped and they swole and forked his ears. And they burned him up a lot. Now, here's another one, bud. That one's going to leave a mark. Then they pruned him up with a dehorning saw. Tied knots in his tail for a joke. They rode away and left him there, tied up to a black jack oak. Now, you ever go up to the Sierra Peaks and you hear an awful wail? Yeah! Well then, you'll know it's the devil a-bellowing around with the knots tied on his tail.